Ja, why do you get on here thugging? You are rich. Because the money won't ever change me. Been on that, still on that, forever on that, won't ever speak on it. That was a tweet made by Ja Morant last year in June on the 19th. For those who don't know who I'm speaking about, I'm talking about Memphis Grizzlies star point guard Ja Morant. He is, without a doubt, one of the biggest faces they got in the NBA right now, especially in terms of their younger players. He's basically, the way I see him being pushed and everything, the motherfucker that they seem to want to be their next face. Now, with all that being said, I can't stand his ass. I think Ja Morant is one of the most annoying motherfuckers I've ever seen in the NBA. He's one of the most annoying athletes, and the part about him that just always irks me the most, that gets on my damn nerves, he is the type of nigga that wants to be from the hood, that wants to be tough, that wants to put on this act, that he is so not to be played with. He wants to be Allen Iverson, and he's not Allen Iverson. And that's the purpose of today's episode. I just want to talk a little bit about Ja Morant. I want to explain the issue I have with him and motherfuckers that act like him. And I just want to try to give y'all a better understanding of why it's so, in my honest opinion, damaging and just like troubling that we have someone in his position and of his stature that's just out here literally just going the wrong fucking way. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Mr. Lady, this is Kinetic Aesthetic. I'm Germ. Go get yourself some popcorn or some shit and be ready to listen to me, because I'm going to tell y'all why I personally do not like Ja Morant. To start things off, Ja Morant grew up in South Carolina. He grew up with both his parents in his home. He grew up with them doing what they could to help put him in a position to succeed in his basketball endeavors. He did not grow up in a broken home. He did not grow up having to deal with parents who were working all the time, who didn't have time for him. Ja Morant grew up and had a solid support system. I'm saying that to just get that out of the way, to make it clear, because it is true. Motherfuckers have lives that are a lot different on the inside, behind closed doors, than what we may see or what we may read about after the fact, after they've blown up, after they've done whatever they've done to gain recognition. Ja Morant did not have a Dwayne Wade upbringing. He didn't have a LeBron upbringing. I'm not trying to say that his family just had it easy, that they didn't have to struggle at times. I don't know that. But I'm going to just say this. The way Ja Morant carries himself, some of the actions that he's been involved in that I'm going to talk about, it doesn't mesh and it doesn't just line up well with where he came from. It's like if your mama just spent a whole bunch, well shit, I'll use myself. My mom did everything she could to make sure that I didn't have to grow up in the inner city, in Chicago. So for me, I always think to myself, whenever I feel like it'd be easier to just give in, to just start appealing to the lowest common denominator, to start just doing shit that goes against what I was brought up. That goes against how I was brought up. I always remind myself, it's almost like you're spitting in the face everything that her and my aunt sacrificed for. With Ja Morant, it feels like he hasn't had that realization, or he never got that. Now, what inspired me to make this episode about Ja Morant, there was an incident that he was involved in where a gun was flashed. A gun with a red laser was flashed. This was after he had a game against the Pacers. Apparently him or some people that he was involved with and his traveling party, they got into an altercation. I don't know how it started. I don't know if it started on the court. I don't know if it was just something that he had been holding on to since he played the Pacers for the first time ever. However it happened, after that game, in the Pacers bus, as they're getting ready to leave, they're confronted by a bunch of motherfuckers in some cars from Ja Morant's camp. And they had a red laser pointed at them. Now, I don't know about you. When I have a red laser pointed at me from somebody in a car, I'm not going to take the time to assume that they just have a fucking laser pointer that they're pointing at me. I'm going to assume that they have a gun. Now, Ja Morant is an NBA superstar. He has millions and millions of dollars on the line, not just on his current deal, on the one that he's probably going to get once his current one is up. He has everything in the world going for him that you possibly could have going for him. Endorsements. He's beloved by the fans. Why is it that he is still putting himself in these positions, that he's still doing the shit that he's doing? Why is it that he's still getting lawsuits filed against him for assaulting kids that are just playing pickup games with him? Why is it that he has this tendency to want to go on Twitter, to want to go on social media or interviews and just put on this image that he's this nigga that's been through, that's so hard bodied? And I don't get it, because it just doesn't feel necessary. In today's world where I just don't understand Ja Morant's mindset or his logic. He's young, I get that, but we see young motherfuckers that come from shit that's way worse, that have actually had a whole lot of adversity in their life, that literally don't go backward the way it feels like he is just going out of his way to go backwards. I personally can't stand the shit, because Ja Morant he's probably the most influential young star in the NBA, period. Kids fuck with Ja Morant. The little dances, the gritty and everything, that's probably not the name of the dance, whatever it is. He's the nigga that's getting popular doing all that. He's the one that's being recognized as a star. He came in with Zion, but he's bigger than Zion at this point. I don't like the fact that they are getting this as their role model. That this motherfucker that's out here doing all this ignorant shit, that's been on that, forever on that, won't speak on that. Like, come on now, bruh. Shut the fuck up. That's not you. That doesn't have to be you. You came from a very good home. You came from good parents. Act like it. Stop trying to be tough on the court. Stop. Why is your dad on the court getting into it with Shannon Sharp and shit? Shannon Sharp. It's the shit it's the way he carries himself that just turns me off completely. And motherfuckers want to act like he's not supposed to be a role model. You shouldn't put that much stock into him, into what he's doing. You're right, we shouldn't. But the simple fact of the matter is, a lot of motherfuckers do. And a lot of them are young people. And this is the last motherfucker with the way he acts that needs to be influencing anybody. I'm sorry. Ja Morant is a great player. He's going to get better. He's probably going to win a ring one day. He seems like a piece of shit. He seems like an ignorant motherfucker that really needs to get a reality check, that needs to get his ego in order. And I hope he doesn't have to actually lose, take a real big L. And I'm talking like a legal L, or I'm not going to speak this into existence. I'm not going to sort of say how bad it can get, but you don't get anywhere being tough. You don't get anywhere, because eventually he's going to run into a motherfucker that has nothing to lose, that's not going to be trying to deal with some fucking smart aleck ass NBA player talking shit to him. This stands out to me for how just how unnecessary it is that he acts when you have a motherfucker like LeBron. When you have motherfuckers that like Giannis, when you have motherfuckers that just do what they can to be good people, or at the very least don't leave bad impressions. Understand that they have influence and power, and they are doing it, and they're trying to use it positively. That is not Ja Morant, and that is my issue with him. I hope that he gets better. He's young. I think he has all the time in the world to sort of become a better person and mature. But as he is right now, he's embarrassing. As much as I would love to just say that you need to start focusing more on the young people in the NBA, start giving them more attention, stop putting everything on LeBron, he's still the best option you have as your face and as your role model. Because Ja Morant is a fucking goofy. And that's all I got to say about him. Hey there. Do you ever feel like you're getting old? Do you ever feel like the days are just slowly melding into one another and you can't really tell which one is which anymore? Like you can't remember if it's a Monday or if it's Thursday, or if it's February, or if it's June, or if it's 2022, or if it's 2025. If you start to go through that feeling of just feeling like you're too old, or feeling like your best days are getting behind you, maybe what you need is a pep boost, and maybe what you need to do is read a book about someone else and their trials and their tribulations and their experiences as they grew older, as they became their own person. And you can do that by reading the good book made by my amazing sister-in-law, Lucy Smalls. The book is called Margie Wadsworth's Unforgettable Senior Year. As you can tell by the name, it's all about her senior year of high school, loosely based. It's not exactly it. It's not 100% one-to-one, but it's loosely based. But it's an amazing story just about all the trials and tribulations she had to go through, all the juggling she had to do between family, responsibility, schoolwork, love, all of that. And this was before she had even got to college and met my brother. So this is a story that if you have any woman in your life that just wants to read something that's going to relate to her, that's going to connect to her and her growth, this is the story for them. I'm going to tell you right now, whether she be young, whether she be older, get this book. This book is going to make a big impact on a woman in your life. They're going to love to have this person. I know a lot of my listeners are male, but get this book for the important woman in your life. She will appreciate it. And you know what? I'll be honest with you. You might want to read the book your damn self, because it's just a damn good book. Go do it. Okay there, everybody. This is a re-recorded ending for this episode. I originally had not too much else to say. It was short, sweet, and just to the point. It was a fuck you to the guy and just what it was. But based off recent events, and just for the record, I had this episode recorded about a week ago, like a week and a half ago, damn near at that. And it was because this has been a thing for so long with Ja, and to see that it's got to this point where he's just, and for context, he was suspended from 2 games from the Grizzlies by the NBA because he had a post on social media on his account of him in a strip club with his shirt off holding a gun. Like, he just flashes a gun. It's the dumbest thing you could ever possibly do for someone in his position with that much shit to lose. But it just goes to show this nigga, this young man is just going through it right now. He's already come out, apologized to his family, to the fans, to Memphis, to the organization, say that he's going to seek some help for his well-being and try to find better ways to deal with his stress. I pray that is coming from a genuine place, that that's not just bullshit that he's just saying for the public, because you really hate to see somebody with that much potential, who's that young, who has it all in front of him, just throw it away the way he's throwing it away. And this does go to show what so many other people were saying about him, that were maybe getting to say it, oh, you just need to calm down, he's just young, you need to just stop getting off his back, oh, you're just making something out of nothing. No, this is a serious issue. This behavior is problematic. He's acting up. It's not just like trying to be acting like snooty or being bougie to just try to tell somebody, yo, you fucking up, you're not doing the right thing. This isn't how you act and you move when you have this much shit to lose, when you have that type of money on the line. It's too much shit that Ja has to lose. Like, I feel like the rest of this is going to sound very, very like just pointing the finger at him, which it is. That's why I definitely want this part to be understood. I don't wish nothing but the best for the young man. I just hope that he gets his head on straight, because he's doing the wrong shit. I want him to be better. I want him to do better. He's got too much talent. He's cool. He's got like a smooth just way to play the game and everything. You just gotta stop doing all this dumb shit, bro. Like, it's coming to a point where it does feel like it's a public cry for help. Like, when you know who you are, for you to post a gun on your social media in a strip club like that, you know that's not a good look. I don't think that's something that needs to get drilled into his head. I think at this point he's really trying to tell people he's just fucked up. Maybe he's going through depression from something. Maybe he's under so much stress just from being in the position that he's in. But he needs some type of help and he needs some type of guidance, and I hope that he gets it. I hate to leave on a somber note like that, even if it's just about one man, but I have to. For all, I want to say thank you to everybody that's been listening. Thank you to all of my people all over the world that listen to the show. I want to say a big shout out to all of my supporters and sponsors. Make sure you go check them out. Links to all of them, all of their social media in the description. And other than that, I hope that you all have a beautiful rest of your day. Have a beautiful rest of your tomorrow. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, whatever the fuck streaming service option you have on whatever you're listening to me and on. And have a good one.